In our plus 2 classes, we discussed about DC bridge like Winston's bridge, a Carey-Foster bridge, etc. Here we are discussing with AC bridge. The main difference between DC bridge and AC bridge is here instead of resistance, in the case of DC bridge, we are using resistors. Here instead of resistor, we will use inductor, capacitor, etc. And also resistance can be used. So this we call this as impedance. So here impedance is replaced with resistor. So here impedance are used instead of pure ohmic resistors. So in the case of Winston's bridge and Carey-Foster bridge, we used a galvanometer here, and in order to balance this we are using the deflection in the galvanometer. Here instead of using galvanometer we are using a headphone. So at a particular voltage in which this headphone will give minimum sound will be the balanced state. So we will try for, in order to get minimum sound in the detector. Here the detector is headphones. The detector will read 0 or minimum sound only when the point B and D of the drawn bridge are in the same potential. If B and D are in the same potential, then only we will get a minimum sound in the 0 sound or minimum sound in the headphone. At that state, this bridge is in balanced state. So we can write the balancing condition as Z1 by Z2 is equal to Z3 by Z4. Z1 by Z2 is equal to Z3 divided by Z4. So this is the, here the source is also AC, and here we are using the impedance instead of pure resistors, and also instead of a galvanometer we are using headphones or that type of detectors. So that is a basic difference between a AC bridge and a DC bridge. So let us discuss about Anderson's bridge. This is a bridge used to measure the inductance of the coil. This is the inductance coil. This method is used to measure the inductance of this inductor coil. Okay. Here also we have resistors P, Q, R and S, and we have two variable resistance, small r and S. They are variable resistors, and there is a headphone which is connected here. So when we can adjust the variable resistors to get minimum sound in the headphone or headset. Okay, so balancing condition is obtained by adjusting R and S and making the junction B and D having same potential. This B and D, this sound of this headphone will be minimum when B and D have the same potential. Now the minimum current flow through the detectors producing minimum sound. So we can apply the Kirchhoff voltage law to the loop A, B, C, D, A. So this is a loop. Let us apply the Kirchhoff voltage law. So when we apply the Kirchhoff voltage law, you will get minus I1P. Here also minus I1 plus I2Q. When we consider this, current is flowing in this direction. So plus I3 into S, and this is an reactance, inductive reactance. So this will offer an inductive reactance is equal to J into omega L. So J into omega L into I3, and here also plus I3 into R is equal to 0. So when we multiply with -1, you will get this equation as I1P plus I1 plus I2Q minus I3 into J omega L plus S minus I3R is equal to 0. We already discussed J omega L already we discussed in the while discussing the AC circuit. Here we are using the phasor notation. Okay, so we can rearrange this equation into I1 P plus Q, Q is taking here, plus I2Q minus I3 into J omega L plus S plus R, that is equal to 0. So that is equal to 0. At the balanced condition, there is no current is flowing through this headphone. Okay, so this I3 will flow in this direction because there is no current flow through this detector. Detector will read minimum sound. So at that point there will be no current. So I3 is coming into this direction, will go through this direction. So total current come here and it will split into I1 and I3. This I1 reached here and it again split up into again a small part of total current I, that is I2 is flowing through this direction through the capacitor, and it will combine with the I1 and the I1 plus I2 current I1 plus I2 is flowing through this Q. So when it reaches here, I1 plus I2 plus I3 is combined together, you will get the total current I. Okay, so this is the equation. So when this term is taken into this side, you will get I1 into P plus Q plus I2Q is equal to I3 into J omega L plus S plus R. So from this equation, I3 is equal to I1 into P plus Q plus I2 into Q divided by R plus S plus J into omega L. So when we apply the Kirchhoff voltage law to a closed loop, A, B, E, A, B, E, A. So this is the circuit. Okay. So the circuit is A, B, E, A. So this is the circuit. So when we apply the Kirchhoff voltage law to this circuit, you will get minus I1 P plus I2 into R, and also plus I2 into I2 divided by J omega C. This is capacitor. The capacitive reactance is 1 by C omega. So that is equal to 0 because there is no current is flowing in this direction or flowing towards the point D. So when we consider this, I2 is flowing towards E and then again move towards B. So when we apply the Kirchhoff law, we can say when we multiply with minus, or when we take this into right hand side, this equation is I1P minus I2 into R minus I2 divided by J omega C is equal to 0. So when we rearrange this equation, you will get I1P minus I2 into R plus 1 by J omega C equal to 0. So that is I2 into R plus 1 by J omega C is equal to I1P. Again, when we apply the Kirchhoff voltage law to this circuit, that is AEDA. AEDA. So that is minus I2 into 1 by C omega, J into C omega. Here there is no current flow through this branch, so that is 0. Minus I3, plus I3 R is equal to 0. So when we take that into right hand side, you will get I2 divided by j omega c minus I3R is equal to 0. Okay. So when we substitute the equation for I3 in equation 1, so this is the equation number 1, that is I3 is equal to I1 plus I1 into P plus Q plus I2 Q divided by R plus S plus j omega L. This is the equation I1. So when we equation for I3. So when we substitute I3 from this equation, that is equation number 1, you will get the expression as I2 divided by j omega c minus, or that is equal to this minus sign when we take this minus I1 I3R into the right hand side, this will become positive. So in the left hand side, this is I2 divided by j omega c is equal to I3. I3 is I1 into P plus Q plus I2Q divided by R plus S plus J into omega L into R. Okay. So when we rearrange this equation, you will get I2 into, when we take this here, R plus S plus J omega L divided by J omega C R. So here taking R here, you will get this equation as I1 into P plus Q plus I2 Q. Okay, so again we can take I2 outside, we are taking I2Q here, so I2 outside into R plus S plus j omega L divided by j omega CR minus I2 is taking to this side, that become negative, and I2 is taken as I2 is a common term, so we are taking outside the bracket. So you will get this minus Q, that is equal to I1 into P plus Q. So equation 4 divided by equation 2. So this is equation number 4, and equation number 2 is I2 into R plus 1 by j omega c, that is equal to I1b. That is equation number 2. So when we divide 4 by 2, you will get I2 into R plus S plus j omega L divided by j omega CR minus Q. Okay, this term divided by j omega c minus Q divided by this term I2 into R plus 1 by j omega c, that is equal to I1 P plus Q divided by I1 P. So this I1, I2, I2 R get cancelled. So the equation will become like this: R plus S plus j omega L divided by j omega CR minus Q divided by R plus 1 by j omega c, that is equal to P plus Q divided by P. So that is equal to P into, so we are taking P in this side, so P into R plus numerator R plus S plus j omega L minus Q into, so here we are taking j omega CR common outside, so Q should be multiplied with the j omega CR, so minus Q into j omega CR divided by j omega CR. Okay, so when we take P, we are taking this into right hand side, so that is equal to R plus j 1 by j omega c into P plus Q. So this equation is P into R plus S plus j omega L minus Q j omega CR divided by j omega CR, that is equal to, so when we take this here and taking j omega c common outside, this equation will become R into j omega c plus 1 divided by j omega c into P plus Q. So this j omega and j omega get cancelled. So our equation is, when we multiply this R, P with R, PR plus PS plus P into j omega L minus PQ j into omega CR divided by P. Here j omega c cancel, R is equal to j omega CR plus 1 into P plus Q. So this equation become PS plus j omega into PL. J omega is common, so it is taking j omega into PL minus PL. So sorry, j omega. So this is there is also j omega. PL minus PQCR. So PQCR here, that is equal to j into omega, j omega CR into P, okay, plus j omega is common. When we take j omega common, so when we this multiply with this p, there is a j omega. When we multiply this with q, there is also j omega. So when we are considering these two terms, this term, that is j omega cr into p, j omega cr into q. So j omega common outside, so that is equal to c, that is c r. So here this all when we, so this r is go to the numerator, this numerator on the right hand side. So j omega common, that is c into r into small r p plus r into c r r q plus r q. Here also there is a, when we multiply r with 1, here r into p term is there, r into q term is there, that pr term is cancelled with this pr, so only rq term will be there. So this is the rq term. Okay, these two terms are rearranging, you will get this. Okay, so on comparing the real and imaginary part of right hand side and left hand side, we know that here the real part is PR and here the real part is RQ. So this is PS and this is RQ. So PS is equal to RQ. So from this equation, P by Q is equal to R by S. So when we compare the imaginary part, PL minus PQCR, that is equal to C capital R small r P into C R R Q. So that PL is equal to this term combined together, you will get CPRQ plus CRRP plus CRRQ. So this CR is common, so we can take CR common, that is CR into, okay, here we multiply all terms with p, so you this p and this p get cancelled, here q by p is term will be here. So that is CR common, CR is common, then bracket q plus r, here r are common, so we take r here into this CR here p is cancelled, so that bracket 1. So this term r പുറത്തേക്ക് എടുത്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ 1 എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ term മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ. So r small r into 1 plus here q by p is here. So this is the equation. When we compare the imaginary part, you will get this equation. So this L is equal to CR into q plus r into 1 plus s by r, because q by p is equal to s by r. So this equation will become L is equal to CR into q plus r by r, okay, here is taken here into r plus s. So L is equal to CR into qr plus r into r plus s divided by r. So L is given by C into qr plus r into r plus s. So from this value we can calculate the inductance of the coil using the Anderson's bridge. So this is the equation for finding the inductance of the coil. So this is a very simple essay. ഇടയ്ക്ക് നോർമലി ചോദിക്കാറുള്ളൊരു essay പാർട്ടാണ്. റെയിലി അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ആൻഡേഴ്സൺസ് ബ്രിഡ്ജ് ഏതെങ്കിലും ഒന്ന് ചോദിക്കാറുള്ളതാണ്, ഫ്രീക്വൻ്റ്ലി ചോദിക്കുന്ന ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇത്രയേ ഉള്ളൂ, കിർച്ചോഫ് വോൾട്ടേജിലും അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യുള്ളൂ. ഒന്ന് ടാക്ടിക്കലി ഒന്ന് ബുദ്ധിപൂർവ്വം ആലോചിച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ വേറെ സിമ്പിൾ ആയിട്ടുള്ളൊരു essay ആണ്. ഓക്കെ, you have a lot of mathematical steps, that is also very very simple. So please write this exam, write this essay or derivation for 2 or 3 times. Okay.